Hey there and welcome to the Happy Hooker's Closet. My name is Nina. It's been a minute since I've done a tutorial and I need to get one out to you guys. This is for the beanies that I make. They are with a half double crochet in the back loop only. They're super simple, super duper simple beanies to make. They work up fairly quickly, and I just wanted to get this out to you guys because I did make a couple of changes to the beanies that I was making last year. So for the supplies that we're using, we've got, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. This color is mid green. I have a tapestry needle, scissors, a 5mm hook, and you will need a measuring tool of some sort for this beanie. Like I said, I made a couple of changes to the beanie that I made last year, meaning that I changed the length of the beanie. So we're going to make this beanie, I think we're going to chain to 11 inches, and then we're going to work all the way to between 18 and 19 inches. So we're going to get started with our chain to 11 inches. All right, so we do a slip knot with our 5mm hook and we chain. It doesn't really matter how many, as long as it's to 11 inches. I used to chain to 13 inches, but I realized that the beanie was too long when I put the hat on, and it looked weird when I would put a pom-pom at the top of my hat. So I dropped it a couple of inches to 11 inches, and now it fits perfectly. I'm really happy about the fit now. It's taken me a minute to perfect that. This is perfection right here. So we're at 8, nope, we're at 7. And we're just gonna keep going. All right, we are at 10. And now, row. We're at 10 and a half. I did 3 more stitches. All right, that is 11 right there. So that's perfect. So we're gonna get rid of this measuring tape and we're gonna keep going. Now we're going to do a half double crochet in the second stitch from the hook. The second chain from the hook, I'm sorry, and then half double crochets all the way across. And that's what it'll look like so far. I'll come back when I'm finished. All right, we're right here at the end of this row. All right, so we're here at the end of the row. This is what it should look like. Half double crochet. We're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work. And then we're going to half double crochet in both loops of that first stitch. And then we're going to half double crochet in the back loop of each stitch until we get to that last stitch. So half double crochet in the back loop all the way across until we get to that last stitch. So leave this last stitch, leave this last stitch here open. I'll be back. All right, we're in our last couple of stitches. In this last stitch here, this last stitch right here, we're going to do half double crochet in both of those loops, and then chain one, turn your work, and we do the exact same thing. So half double crochet in both loops of that first stitch, and then half double crochet in the back loop of each stitch until you get to that last stitch, where in that last stitch you will do half double crochet in both loops. But you do the half double crochet in the back loop for all of these stitches. And you keep going until this measures out to 19 inches. So we're gonna keep this going. I'll check back in with you shortly. All right, so we just finished with the ribbing, the whole part of the beanie, where we did the half double crochet in the back loop only, and we're measuring out to about 18.5 inches here, like so, right there. It really depends on the circumference of your head too. I have like a 22 inch circumference of my head, so I have a pretty big head. So just give yourself, do a couple inches smaller than your head in measurement for the how many rows you're going to do, because this does stretch. So I did about 18.5 inches. We're now going to grab our scissors, and we're gonna get a long strand of this yarn, cut right there, and we're going to fasten off the end of this. Fasten off, and then this is when we get to sewing. So this is the back, this is the front. So we're gonna fold with the back on the outside, and we're going to grab our tapestry needle, and we're going to insert our yarn into that. We're going to even out where we folded, make sure it's even, and we're just going to start sewing together the beanie, like so. Okay, and we're going to just keep weaving or sewing like so, and just make sure like to keep checking that it continues to be even all the way through the other side. It gets kind of hard to track like where you're supposed to be sewing with these parts, but just do your best. So we just keep sewing all the way across here till we get to the end. Don't cut or fasten off or anything just yet. Get to the end and I'll get right back to you. All right, so we just got to the end of this, to the end of our sewing, and now we're going to just fasten off right here. Just tie it off. It doesn't need to be in a perfect space or anything, because the next part is going to hide that. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, so we have this open space right here, right? We're gonna get the rest of the yarn that we have left with our tapestry needle on it, and we're just going to weave through these little pieces right here. And it doesn't really matter, just make sure it's at like the top at least. Just keep weaving it through. You can pull when you've had enough, and then you just keep doing this all the way until you get all the way around. This is for the top of the hat. You pull tighter. You just keep doing this. All right. And keep going all the way around. Okay. We still got a little bit more to go. We're almost done. All right, we're right here at the end. Just gonna go here. All right, right here at the end, we're gonna pull extra tight, close that space right there, pull tight. It's no longer open, move that piece, and we're just going to put our needle through right there. We're gonna fasten off. And then you see how there's still like a little bit of an opening? I just kind of weave like through each side, like to close it more, to close those little parts, just to be extra cautious. Yep, right there. That's about all I'll do. And then we will close even more. Pull it tighter. There's no more opening. Get your needle, put it through right there. Fasten off again. And then now all you have to do is just weave your ends. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just weaving back and forth a couple of times. All right, aha. That end is weaved. We're gonna cut that. And then the other end right here, weave that in a bit. And then this is pretty much done. Do that a couple of times. All right, cut that. We're gonna turn it right side out once we're finished. Here's what it looks like as a whole. And then you just fold it. And then where you sewed in, that's the back. So right here is where we sewed. I can tell because there's my little tie. And that's the back. And this is the front. And this is what it'll look like. So this is what the beanie looks like with it on. It's perfect. It's not too long on this part anymore when I was doing like the 13-inch, like the 13 inches of chain. Now we just dropped it to 11 inches and it's way better. And dropping to 19 and a half or to 18 and a half inches here is much better too. It's not so loose, so perfect fit. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did. I hope you guys have a great day, night, or whatever time it is that you're watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you have made a beanie like this, please share with me over Instagram or TikTok. I would greatly appreciate it. I love seeing the work that you guys have completed with my patterns. With that being said, it's all love here at the Happy Hookers Closet, and I'll check you guys later. Bye!